Hi, my name is Elizabeth Winkle, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why you should consider adopting your next pet. Did you know that every year over 6.3 million animals enter U.S. animal shelters, yet only 4.1 million animals are adopted every year? When you heard this fact from the ASPCA, I bet you were shocked to hear how many animals are left unadopted every year. Thinking about all the pets that have to spend their lives in shelters is very heart-wrenching. Though, one thing that you can do to help fight this problem is adopting a pet. Today, I will talk to you about why you should consider adopting your next pet and some of the benefits to it. From helping a pet out of the shelter, to saving money, and even having a new friend, there are many reasons to consider adoption. No matter who you are, adopting a pet can benefit your life greatly in a variety of ways. I've personally gone through the pet adoption process when I adopted my cat Teeny in January of 2021. Adopting Teeny was a simple process and one that has benefited me greatly. Teeny is a great companion and helped introduce me to the benefits of adopting a pet. I personally believe that if someone is looking for a new pet, the first option they should consider is adoption. There are many benefits to adopting and many reasons why it is a better option than purchasing a pet from a breeder. Today, I will discuss with you 3 main benefits I believe you receive from adopting a pet. To start off with my 3 specific claims. The first one, by adopting, you can save a pet from a life at a shelter or possible euthanasia. The second one, by adopting, you can find yourself a new companion to spend time with. And third and lastly, by adopting, you can save both time and money. So, to start off with my first claim, by adopting, you can save a pet from a life at a shelter or possible euthanasia. Adopting a pet is a great way to save them from living a life in a shelter. According to the ASPCA, every year over 6.3 million animals enter the approximately 4,400 U.S. animal shelters. That is over 1,400 pets for each animal shelter. Animal shelters are a great resource for all stray and lost pets. They provide important care, food, and love that these animals desperately need. That being said, animal shelters are not meant to be long-term homes for pets. Since only 4.1 million animals are adopted each year, there's a severe overcrowding problem in shelters. Shelter pets are forced to live in conditions that are not ideal for months due to overcrowding. This can lead to neglect and behavioral problems in some animals. Overcrowding can also lead to euthanasia as a way to limit the amount of pets that live in shelters. In fact, around 800 to 900,000 animals are euthanized in shelters every year, according to the ASPCA. While some of these animals were found to have terminal conditions, many animals that were euthanized were in fact healthy. Though, if you worry that dogs at shelters are dangerous or untrained, you will be glad to know that many aren't. The trainers and volunteers at shelters assess each animal, and they know their personality. They work with these animals to make sure that they are not dangerous and will not harm you or your family. Most reputable shelters will in fact never give you a dog or cat that they know will harm you or any of the pets or children you have in your home. I have personally witnessed the volunteers in action and know that they always have you and your animal's best interest at heart. Adopting overall is a great option because it saves an animal from having to live their whole life in a shelter. That being said, adoption doesn't just benefit animals. It also benefits you and your own well-being, which leads me to my second point. Claim number 2. By adopting, you can find yourself a new companion to spend time with. If you find that you spend a lot of time by yourself, a pet is a great option to keep you company. Adopting a pet is a great idea for anyone who is currently looking for a companion. Pets can offer so many benefits to you as a companion. You can walk and play with dogs, which is a great way to get out and get exercise. This will keep both you and your dog healthy and active for a long time. If you adopt a smaller animal, like a cat or a rabbit, you can spend time playing with them or even just sitting down and enjoying each other's company. In fact, according to the National Institutes of Health, some studies have showed that pets can boost your mood and decrease your loneliness. Pets are also shown to decrease your blood pressure and may even lower your risk of cardiovascular disease, according to an article from the NIH National Library of Medicine. Pets can also help you increase the social interactions in your life by helping you get outside and meet other people. By adopting a pet, you can bring happiness, healthiness, and shared companionship to both you and your pet. And just imagine how nice it would be to come home to spend time with a loving pet every day. If you feel, though, that you may not have time for a pet, some animals, like cats, don't need constant attention and tend to be more low-maintenance animals. Though, if you feel like you have no time at all, then a pet may not be the best option for you, but you can still support your local animal shelters by donating money and even volunteering occasionally. Overall, adoption is a great option because it provides you with a great companion who can even benefit your health. And if you're considering adoption, you'll be glad to hear my third claim. Claim number 3. By adopting, you can save both time and money. One of the best benefits of adopting is how much time and money you can save by doing it. Shelter animals tend to have adoption fees that range from around $50 to $350, according to Chewy. Some shelters will even have deals on pets or will waive adoption fees for certain animals. For example, my local shelter in January had a deal for $10 dog adoptions and has many animals that already have their adoption fees paid for by other people. When you compare this adoption fee to breeder prices, you will see a large difference. Adopting a pet is also a much more simpler process. Here's an example of adoption paperwork. It is just a one-page paper that you fill out when you go to the animal shelter and is very quick and easy. Buying a pet is also a much longer process, and it can take weeks or even months depending on where you get this animal from. Breeders can also charge anywhere from $400 to $2,000 just for a puppy. Shelters also make sure most animals are spayed, neutered, up to date on shots, and have had any medical issues already taken care of. Most breeders are not required to do these things, and you are left to pay for these fees out of your own pocket. Also, many animals at shelters are already potty trained and tend to have some basic training skills like sit, stay, things like that. Shelter pets also tend to be healthier than breeder pets and are 5% less likely to need an unexpected vet visit, according to Pet MD. This can save you money on vet bills and can give your pet a healthier life. In fact, my dog Dev, who was purchased from a breeder in Europe, has had to visit the vet much more often and is on many more medications than my pet cat Teeny, who I adopted. So, if you find that you're concerned about money, you should definitely consider adopting a shelter pet due to the low cost and the time that you can save. As I stated earlier, there are many pets that enter shelters every year. Adoption is a great way to help save a pet from a life at a shelter, gain a new companion, and save both time and money. All of these reasons and more are some of the things you should take into consideration when looking for your next pet. Overall, adopting is a awesome opportunity for everyone involved. Adopting benefits the lives of both you and your pet in so many ways. If you find now that you're considering adoption, I highly recommend the website Pet Finder. It helps connect you with local animals in your community that are up for adoption. In fact, this is where I found my cat, Teeny. So, remember, when looking for your next pet, to adopt, not shop. Thank you for watching.